welcome you in here on KSM Productions, today's broadcast of youth hockey. It is a 12U Tier 2 Central Section Q game matchup between the Lysander Lightning and the Clinton Comets. Fourth meeting of the year between these two squads. Clinton has won one, Lysander has won two, and let's take a look at the details of those matchups here. And as you can see, it's been a back and forth affair. On October 4th, these two met for the first time this season. Lysander winning that matchup 9-2. Lysander then won the next matchup 5-2. However, last week in the actual first Q game that these two played each other in, Clinton won that game 3-0. And it was a game for Lysander where they certainly did not look their strongest, and the penalties became an issue for them as they were in the box quite a bit during that game. This is the final meeting in the foreseeable future unless something else like a tournament occurs between these two, and it is the second Q game they will play against each other. Here's a look at the Clinton warm-up. You have about 33 seconds remaining on the warm-up clock. Clinton comes into this game with 2 losses yesterday. One of them being to a Rome squad that has been pretty up and down this year in this division. Lysander, on the other hand, coming into this game with a winning record. However, they have gone 2 consecutive Q games without scoring a goal. A 3-0 loss to Clinton, as was mentioned earlier, and yesterday they were taken down by the Camillus Cougars in Shove Park. Final score of that game, 3-0. That is it for the warm-up here. These two ready to begin this matchup. Lysander, as you can see, wearing their home white. Clinton wearing their road maroon. On the scoreboard today, Lysander will be shown as blue. Clinton will be shown as black, as the maroon didn't look great when I was setting up the scoreboard here for this game. Look at the Clinton net here during warm-up as they get ready to begin this Q game. The quest for those 2 spots and states. It's Neve Brady in goal for Clinton. And on the other side for Lysander, we're waiting to see who they put in. My guess is it will be Robert Austin, as Sebastian Daigle played yesterday. But no, Daigle's going to head into the net, so it'll be Sebastian Daigle making a second consecutive start. And with that, we are all set to go. Clinton shooting from left to right, Lysander from right to left here. We apologize for the black net. It's just a kind of a feature here at Lysander that we can't really do much about. Opening faceoff here, taken by Skellett, matched up against Charlie Fitzgerald. Waiting for the officials to ensure everything is set and ready. Maybe a bit of a issue of the game sheet here is the tablet's being brought over to the Clinton penalty box. Here's a look at Sebastian Daigle on his net while we wait for this stoppage here. Looks like, yeah, so I believe it's an issue with the score sheet. Something's not working properly. Either that or something's not consistent between them. Now it looks like we're all ready. Or not. So now we are finally prepared here to get going. Opening faceoff is taken and won by the Lightning. We're underway here in this Q game. It's dumped in by Chavain, and it'll be brought in pursuit by Kenzie Bauer. Bauer fires it up, and this will be played by Clinton as they move up the ice. Back to DeBuono, who will take control of it for Lysander. Fired up the wall. That's going to be taken by Clinton. Shot comes in. That got blocked, and it comes around. In the battle for this one are a couple of players from Lysander, and Lysander will be the one that comes out with this. Passed up. This will be picked up by Bauer. Fires it up into the offensive zone. And that shot there, nothing going. Played along the side. Chavain behind his own net. Flips up to Skellett. It's somewhere on the wall. We can't see it. There it is. Puck finally reemerges, brought forward. This will be chipped up into the neutral zone. Here's Deveni. Working on in. Devaney sends it over to score! And Lysander on their first shot on goal of this game take a 1-0 lead. And it doesn't take long. And it'll be Nolan Farley with the tap in and a bit of a late goal horn there. 1-0 Lightning. Face off taken, won by Heffron. It comes back along, fired up into the neutral zone. Spino dumps it in. Back there is Eli Rettig. Rettig fires it up. It's going to be picked up on the wall, sent up to the middle. That's picked off by Spino. Spino with an opportunity. Fires one. That one hit the post. Now played from the side. Trying to send that to the middle, but this gets picked off and it goes up into the point, dumped back in, but it'll be picked up again by Clinton. They bring it up into the offensive end. Heindorf is there. He'll play it for Lysander. Heindorf turns, falls down, but the refs will deem he lost an edge and was not interacted with by the Clinton player. That shot comes in there for Isaac Rotondo, turned aside by Daigle, their first shot and goal of this game. Up at the point, shot comes in. That's knocked down. Heffron tries to flip it up, and this will be stick back in. Picked up by Heffron, and he'll make his way into the neutral zone. Carson Heffron makes the pass in. That will actually make its way into the offensive zone. Spino was in pursuit of that, but he's unable to get it, and here comes Clinton out the other direction. That's picked off there by Spino, who kind of just got in the way. Centering pass there, nothing going as that's going to be taken and brought out the other direction. Fired up the wall. A breakout here for Clinton as they move into the neutral zone. Down to the offensive zone they go. Heindorf back there to play it. Heindorf will wrap around his net, and he'll fire it up the wall where it's going to be sent to the middle here. Lysander trying to get a breakout going, but this will go right back to Kenzie Bauer. Bauer's pass brought forward. Hawthorne made a move. Nothing going there. This will come out the other direction, and that's going to be sent down the ice there by Clark Bell. No icing is the ruling as it touched the Lysander player. Comes to the middle there. That might have gotten sticked out there by Chavain, and it comes up. Will be played by Wheeler into the offensive zone. Wheeler makes a move. Wheeler still on it. Fires one. Save made there by Brady. Comes up to the middle. Another shot. Another save by Brady. Hawthorne there with the second shot. Was unable to get that one to go. DeBorno holds this in at the point. It'll get dumped back in. Might have gotten caught up in the official there. Lysander trying to dig it out. So Wheeler finds Poirier. Poirier makes a move. Sends it back. Opportunity. Hawthorne shoots off the post. Batted forward down low. Clinton trying to get this out of their own zone. They try to battle for this. Picked up by Fitzgerald. He'll move up. And this pass comes up to the point where Chavain will be able to hold it in after initially mishandling it. Gets sent back down and deep. Wheeler, a bit of a collision there. Wheeler stays on it. And it comes up to the middle. Shooting Poirier. He scores! And Lysander takes a 2-0 lead. It's Tommy Poirier, or Poirier. Never actually gotten confirmation on how it's properly said, but 2-0 Lysander here. Early on in this first period, 11 left to play. No penalties so far, but an overall pretty clean game. Much less physical than the last meeting between these two and Lysander's game yesterday against Camillus. We get a whistle here. .77 from 72 was. They're getting some info there from the scorer's box. It's brought up the ice here. 10:52 left to go. Assist on the first goal back earlier on came from Colin Devaney, who has it right now. Devaney cuts around. Devaney wraps it. Save made. Rebound came out to the middle. Net gets knocked off. Still loose. And now it'll come out the other direction. Clinton will get it out of the zone there. So Ryan Wheeler and Colin Devaney with assists here in this game for Lysander. A goal from Nolan Farley and Tommy Poirier. Battled for on the side. Making his way in. Savicki gets in there. Makes a bit of a bump. It comes along the corner. And Lysander will try to send this one out, making their way up through. This gets chipped. It gets blocked. and it'll be brought right back in here by Chase Mosher. Mosher's pass does not go, and this will be Farley tried to drive that one out of the zone, couldn't really get a stick on it. Skellett makes a play. This is held in, and now trying to get out of the zone is Lysander. They're able to. Pass comes over and bounces right to Skellett. Skellett will send this one in. And that'll be picked up here by the Lightning. The pass over. Heffron fires it, deflects over the net there. That was a good job by the defender, Jonah Chase, getting in the way of that one to deflect it over the net. Heindorf's shot gets blocked, and it comes out the other way. That was Chase. Makes the pass up, and it will become an icing against Clinton. 9:25 left to go. Shots on goal 6-1 in favor of the Lightning. Heffron on the draw for Lysander. Was matched up with Charlie Fitzgerald. That shot comes in, save made there by Brady. Back up to the point now. That comes in again. It gets through the first Clinton player, but they don't get it by a second one. Here's Heffron on one-on-one. Heffron cuts to the side there. Save made by Brady. And another centering pass. They couldn't get control of that one. Lysander swarming in the offensive zone early in this one. Heffron's pass intended for Spino does not go. Held in at the point by DeBuono. She'll fire this one right back in. Heffron down low, centers it for Spino, and nothing going there. That pass just got through. Good defense by Clinton to prevent him from getting a stick on that. DeBuono turns, that's picked off. Opportunity for Clinton for the side, moving in, and that shot there goes off the side of the goal, comes back up to the point. Fired in, and that gets blocked by DeBuono, who tries to bring it out the other direction. Pass up intended for Heffron, does it go? Shot comes in wide of the net. Clinton beginning to swarm in the offensive zone here. 8:28 left in the first period. 2-0 Lysander advantage. Early on in this one, per my count, shots on goal are 8-1 in favor of the Lightning. Brought into the offensive zone now by Spino. Spino has room. He gets nudged off that puck. That's a good job there by Clinton to use some physicality to get into that one. Penalty upcoming here, the Lysander. And our first power play of the game will go to Clinton. It'll be a body check called here. I believe it's going to be on Ryan Wheeler. Yes, it will be. So Ryan Wheeler here will get the penalty for a body check. And our first power play of the game goes to Clinton. So our first power play of the game here goes to Clinton. Gets sent up. Farley trying to make a hit on that. That's going to be front. And save there made by Daigle. We have to get out to make that one. Play behind the net by Heindorf. Fires it out. That's going to be brought in by Lysander, and they'll break out shorthanded. Skellett with it, and he's rubbed out of that one. Clinton here, minute left on this power play. One shot on goal so far, and it comes through into the offensive end here for the Comets. A 2-on-1, moving in, makes one move, makes two. Ooh, finally gets a shot off there. That was good defense there by Heindorf to get back and get a couple of stick lifts in. Shot comes in there, got blocked in front by Shea Kelly. And now comes the middle, Kelly's shot there, stopped by Daigle. Daigle having to make some big saves here on this power play. Battled for along the wall, trying to get to this. The Lightning comes up to the point now. Chase shoots, and that one gets deflected wide. Savicki, a late addition to the Lysander roster this year. That gets sent down the ice, and it will become an icing against Lysander. So our first whistle of this power play comes with 15 seconds remaining on it. .6:44 left to go here in the first period of play. Face off to the right of Daigle. It is taken and won by the Lightning. Battling for on the side here. Here is DeBuono. Steps over. Looking there for Hawthorne. Hawthorne going to pick it up chipped off the wall but not out of the zone. Lysander will down the puck, and this one gets sent up and into neutral zone. Here's Wheeler, fresh out of the box, breaking into the offensive end. Wheeler dumps it in deep. And it'll be played around the side here by the Comets, trying to get it out. Poirier sent that one to the middle, nothing going there. That comes up along the side. This gets chipped up and out of the zone by Gino Rodriguez. Rodriguez picks it up, makes a move. This is taken back by Wheeler. Lysander picks it up the other way, gets chipped up, and that's almost picked off there by Clinton, but Lysander able to eventually fight through. Now Clinton takes possession and dumps it in. Lysander takes it right back, though. Here's Wheeler. Gave it over into the offensive zone. Poirier from the side. He will make a move left to the middle there. Nothing going. It's picked off by Clinton. They come the other way. Pass there gets deflected up. Here's Rodriguez from the side. Shooting one there. Save Daigle. It bounces out. Another shot there. That one was deflected on the way in, but could not get that one to go. That was Rodriguez there who got to that in front, and that redirected. Another shot. Save Daigle. He holds. Clinton, 3-shot sequence there. With 5:16 left to go in the first period of action. Face off to the right of Daigle, or excuse me, to Daigle's left. Efron on the draw. It's won by Clinton, comes up to the point on the way in, and that one will be stopped by Daigle, who holds. 5:12 left to go in the first period. Face off won by Heffron. It's played back by Heindorf, sends it across, and this comes up to the point. Savicki chips it up, intended for Heffron, but just couldn't get there. Now battle for, here's Heindorf bringing it up. Heindorf brings up the wall and will dump it in. And he actually put that one on net there, so that'll be a shot on goal for the Lightning. Heffron behind the net, makes a move. Heffron still with it, trying to find an option. He'll elect to go up to the point. That's dumped in. Right back to Heffron. Heffron to Heindorf, but he telegraphed that pass a little too much. And Clinton read that and picked it off. That pass comes up here. Spino chips it over. And that will be whistled dead for offside against Lysander. 4:21 to play here. Shots on goal, 9-6 in favor of Lysander. Face-off won by Skellett, who's matched up against Charlie Fitzgerald. It comes in the offensive zone for Clinton. Shot there, goes through and wide. Chipped up the wall, and now they'll send this one out of the zone. Trying to get to this here is Farley. Farley in all alone. He moves in, but he's caught there from behind. Farley still whacking at it. Another save there by Brady on the secondary attempt by Skellett. This gets chipped up and out of the zone. A big break there for Clinton. What a save by Brady. Able to get both attempts, but I mean, great back check to, I didn't catch what number it was, but great back check there to disrupt Farley on the first try, and then they'll score. That's Skellett who gets in there to make it 3-0 Lysander. Jay Skellett. And the Lightning take a 3-0 lead. Assist there for, or excuse me, never mind. Waiting on something to get fixed. There we go. Lysander a 3-0 advantage here early in this one. Good start for a Lightning team who's struggled in these Q games so far this year. We're one win coming over Binghamton. Brought forward. Hawthorne makes the pass up. Battle for on the side. Hawthorne chips it up into the offensive zone. Dumped in deep. Lysander in on the forecheck. Poirier trying to get to this one, but this will be taken by Clinton. They send this one up the boards, and they try to get the breakout going, but nothing going there. This one will get passed up now and played by Savicki. Savicki's pass comes over to Heindorf, who slaps it up the wall. It's sent back into the neutral zone, and here comes Clinton into the offense zone. Gall from the side made a move, but nothing going there for him. This comes out the other direction. This will go down the ice, and now trying to get it to this one here is Clinton off the no icing. Lysander forecheck made an attempt to get to that one, but nothing going for them. Here's Bauer. Flings up along the wall. Spino tries to get to that one. It's battled for. Now Spino picks it up. Spino from the side. Backhand pass intended for Wheeler. Could not connect. Comes out the other way. Into the offensive zone now comes Clinton from the side, looking to get on the board here in the first period. This is picked off by Spino, and it comes out the other way. That was Clark Bell there who had that one. That opportunity for Clinton. Lysander making a bit of a risky change there, or made from the side. This comes up to the middle. Opportunity for Clinton, and that one, Heffron got a stick on it the last second before they could get the shot off. Battled for behind the net. It comes up and out of the zone. Here comes Spino. Spino chips it forward, and now Heffron trying to get to this. Heffron turns, shoots one, save made, rebound comes out, and that one will be held. Heffron there, a couple of chances. And that was Daniel Ziesnetz. I believe I've been saying the wrong goalie the whole time. It's Ziesnetz in goal for here. Clinton. Lysander won the draw. They'll hold offensive possession. Poirier takes it around on the side. Poirier still on this one. They battle for it on the wall, but this will be taken by Clinton as they try to get out of the zone. Pearson came in there trying to get a hit on that. This will go down the ice. No icing off the tip from Lysander. This comes up to the point. Shooting one there, nothing going. And this will be picked up now by DeBono down low. DeBono trying to make a play at this. From the side. Shooting one there, save made. And Heffron picks this up and will roll out the other direction. Heffron up to the middle, brings it out, and now dumps it into the offensive zone. Under a minute now left here in this first period of action. Battled for down low. A bit of a spinny pass thing there from Lysander. It was Brady Pearson who made that pass. It gets it sent up into the offensive end. Skellett's got to wait here as Lysander's got to get back on side. Passes it over to Farley, who dumps this one down in deep. 18 seconds left in the first. Trying to get to that is Devaney, but it comes back up to the point. Chavain dumps it in. Devaney on this one down low. Turns. Centering pass, and nothing going there. They couldn't get the shot off. Up to the point, 3 seconds left, but this will be picked up by Clinton, and that will do it for the first period of action. 3-0 Lysander is our score. We'll be back here in a moment on KSM Productions. Do not go anywhere. We will see you all in a moment. We welcome you back here on KSM Productions. We will here have a quick look at the Lysander details and a look at their roster. Head coach Jason Heindorf and a gaggle of assistant coaches this year. Jason Daigle, Drew Farley, Brian Devaney, and Matthew Poirier. Second period about set to go here between these two. Lysander will shoot from left to right this time around. In a game where they have been the dominant team so far, shots on goal 14-7. However, Clinton has had a number of Lysander has a number of chances that they've conceded, but the Eagles been able to stop them all so far. Second period about ready to go. It's Chase Mosher and Jay Skellett on the draw to start off the second. Face-off taken and won by Clinton. We are underway here in the second period. Heindorf plays the longest, chipped up, and this will be played by Devaney. Moves it into, trying to get it out of the neutral zone. This will get dumped in. Rodriguez in pursuit of this for Clinton. Getting down to that one. Battled for on the wall. Still stuck there on the wall. Someone has to get this one out. Now they're able to. Lysander player goes down. It gets sent up to the middle, but the pass got deflected, and Daigle will hold on. 30 seconds going by in the second period of action. Not much going on so far here. In this period, as we're only 30 seconds in. Wheeler on the draw. Face-off taken in one. It cuts to the middle opportunity. Save made by Daigle. He holds on. Lysander conceding two big opportunities pretty much back to back. We'll reset again. Line change here for Lightning as they try to change the momentum of this first minute. Face-off taken in one. Shot there, goes across, nothing going. This will be picked up now by Lysander to clear out of the zone. Here's Hawthorne in all alone, but he's going to be caught there. A penalty upcoming here to Clinton. Oh, what a save there. And now we'll get our call. But that was a great save there by Daniel Ziasenets. And so it'll be number 5, Jonah Chase here, that goes to the box here for a hold. Lysander picks up the power play. What a great sequence there from Ziasenets. Two huge saves back to back. Hawthorne stopped on the first opportunity, and then the rebound also did not go. Lysander power play, first one of the game underway. Picked up down low by Hawthorne. He skates out up to the point now. Moving on in, making a move. Cutting over, sent to the middle there, intended for Hawthorne, but he just couldn't handle it. Comes out the other direction. And here comes Clinton moving into the neutral zone. They dumped this one deep in. 13:48 left to go. Chavain there back to pick this one up. Flicks up the wall to Wheeler. Fitzgerald fires this back in. It's blocked by Heindorf, but picked up by Clinton. Save made by Daigle. Rebound came through in the crease, but it just did not go on goal. Oh man, nearly a disastrous turnover there. And now a turnover for Clinton. Moving on in, score! And the Lightning take a 4-0 lead. A power play goal. And so that'll make it 4-0 Lysander. Lysander here coming out, sending a message in this one after their recent 2 Q games. We're up forward here. Pearson makes a move. This will get dumped in. Heffron makes a play on this from the side, goes back up to the point. Savicki fires that one. It's blocked on the way in, it'll bounce down to the corner. Playing on the side, comes out to the middle. Heffron there almost got to it. Comes out the other way. Up to the point now. Shot comes in. They score! That one didn't touch anybody on the way in. It just goes right in on its own. And that is going to be Ben Heindorf with that one. Make it 5-0 Lysander here in the second. from what I saw there in the GoPro, I don't think anyone touched that. I think that was just right in from Heindorf. So Carson Heffron will get the credit for that goal. Yeah, Carson Heffron gets credit for the goal, but I don't know. To me, it looked like that was just a direct goal there from Heindorf, and then we'll get a stoppage here. .12:18 left in the second period of play. Lysander leads at 5-0. Face-off taken and is won by Wheeler. Comes up to the point to DeBuono. DeBuono will fire this one down and deep. Hawthorne from the side. They'll get chipped around. And in pursuit of that, there's the Lightning up to the point now. Chavain shot got blocked on the way in by a Lysander player. Comes out the other way. And here's Clinton into the offensive end. This will become an icing against the Comets. Shots on goal 19-10 in favor of the Lightning. Face off in the offensive zone. Wheeler on the draw. Matched up against Chase Mosher. Face off taken in one. And a move there from Hawthorne did not fool the Clinton defenders. He was able to knock that one away. Battle for this on the wall. Heindorf sends up, but it's blocked. It comes back the other way. Savicki with three Clinton players on him has to go around his net. Makes a good move there to ditch one of them, and then sends this up into the neutral zone. Wheeler tried to pick that up. Hawthorne also tried to pick that up, and neither of them were successful. This gets blocked at the point, and so nobody able to get into the zone there for Lysander. What looked like a surefire offensive possession for them. This comes up, battled along the side. Wheeler makes a move. Was matched up there against Eli Retzig. Played around behind the net. It's picked up at the point now. Shot comes in, deflected, loose in front, save made. Another try from the side, goes through, but that one was also stopped. So Lysander, a couple big opportunities there. This gets sent right back in. Here's Poirier. Down low. Makes a move. Backhand it, and then nothing going on that. Comes up the other direction. Into the neutral zone here is Clinton. They make a move. And now an opportunity, and that one's going to be played there by Savicki. Able to get back and get a stick on it. Winded up the wall. Shot there comes in. That goes wide. Lysander breaks out here looking for an offensive possession there. That pass intended for Poirier is just going to go on net, and so Lysander will get in offensive face-off, but that pass intended for Tommy Poirier, one of the Lysander goal scorers today. .10-12 left here in the second period. Face-off taken in one by Heffron. It comes up onto the side, and here comes Clinton out the other direction. Into the offensive end. DeBuono is trying to step to that one. It's picked up by Clinton. Heffron gets a stick on this. Battled for there continuously on the side. Spino now in there for Lysander, but it comes out in Clinton's favor. Pass over to the middle, nothing going there. And it comes back up. Here's Heffron the other direction. Heffron will go wide. He moves in, makes a move. Shooting one, save made there. Heffron tried a shot on the cutback. But couldn't get that one to go. Saved by Ziasenets. Heffron on the draw. Face-off is one. Comes back up to the point. Backhand pass is picked up by Clinton, but Lysander able to get that one right back. And no, they turn it over again. Into the offensive zone. This will get dumped in deep. And that one bounces right in front of the net. They score! A bad bounce for Lysander gives Clinton their first goal of the game. And that's going to be number 73 for Clinton, Porter Gall, that puts that one in. And Clinton on the board here in the second period. Brought forward into the offensive end here by the Lightning. Farley gets a stick on it. Skellett carries it along the side. Skellett down low. And he'll be taken down there. We get a penalty here upcoming against Clinton for a hook. So it'll be number 17, Eli Reddick, that's going to go to the box here and get the hooking minor. Doesn't appear too happy about the call, but nevertheless, Lysander picks up their second power play of this game. And Lysander here were successful on their first power play. Let's see if they can do on their second one. Pass up to the point. Gets dumped in. Shot. Deflected by Devaney. Save made there by Lysander. And that'll be held. 9 minutes left in the second period of play. There's going to be 8:55 left. Face-off taken in one by the Comets. That's picked off by Farley. Shooting one, save made. Rebound did not go to him. And now another opportunity for Lysander. They try to cut through the middle. Up to the point. Shot comes in. Deflected on net. Save made there. Easily sticked aside. As Lysander, it's off the deflection from Devaney. Behind the net. Chavain to the middle. They score. What a feed there to Jay Skellett. It's Thomas Chavain with the assist, and Lysander leads this one 6-1 off their second power play goal of the day. Lysander leads this one 6-1. It's dumped in deep, and pursued is Poirier. One of the goal scorers today, gave it over to Wheeler. Wheeler still trying to get rid of it. Now he's able to. Poirier from the side. He'll walk around, sends it to the middle there. Chavain. This gets sent up, and Clinton will bring it out of their zone. Moving on through. Opportunity for the Comets. Stepping into that one, they will get the shot off, but it goes wide. Dagelman had knocked his post off a little bit there. Comes up to that point, picked off by the Lightning, and here they go the other way. Hawthorne into the offensive end. He'll have that one poked away from him. Clinton will take possession. However, this gets sent right up to the point. Shot comes in off the side of the net. And here's Poirier behind the net. Sent back up to the point now. Savicki fires. That gets deflected. Rebound. That one did not go on net. Battle down low. Rebounded off the defender who blocked that. And now another opportunity here. Poirier shoots, save made, rebound, battling for this in front of the net. It's still loose. And now a wraparound attempt from Poirier, and that one does not go. Poirier still with it. One-timer attempt. Nothing going on that play. Finally, Clinton able to clear it. They'll withstand that sequence. And an icing against Clinton. Heffron on the draw, matched up here with, I believe, Fitzgerald. Face-off taken in one for the Lightning. Played around down low to the middle. Spino shot there, patted aside. From the side, Lysander continues to try and set up. And this will come out the other direction here for Clinton. They make their way into the offensive zone. Spino there got back and got a stick on it. And a save made there. Chipped around the wall. Pearson on this one makes the pass up. It'll be chipped up and blocked. DeBono behind her own net. Turns, fires it up on the wall. Pearson on that one. Sends it up. Retzig's shot did not go. Another shot there from Clinton. That goes wide. I had wrapping that one, but couldn't get that one all the way around. The Bologna able to get her stick on it. Here's Heffron, who loses it in his skates, and then will dump it in deep. Pearson in pursuit. Picked up by Spino down low. Spino makes a move over to Heffron. Fires! Oh, a save made there by Lysander. Rebound, they score! It is Brady Pearson that time off the assist from Karsten Heffron to make it 7-1 Lysander here. 5:51 left to play. First shot by Heffron was stopped, but the second one went right back to Heffron. Instead of directly shooting it, he elects to pass. And that'll make this one 7-1 Lightning. Into the offensive zone, here's Skellett. Looking for more. Skellett scores. That money got deflected on the way in by a defender. And it's going to be Jay Skellett who picks that one up. Now, the rule in Q games is that you cannot run the clock. However, I'm unsure if that just exists for the 14 level and higher. I don't believe it does. Assist there given to Colin Devaney, who has this puck right now. Devaney makes a move down low. Sent to the middle. That's the wrong camera angle. And this will be picked up along the side, chipped up and out of, or not out of the zone. Devaney keeps it back in. He's brought down. Lysander forecheck getting onto that one. Farley able to pick that up. It comes to the middle. Oh, man. Had a perfect shooting lane with Skella, and he just kind of fanned on it. He was able to get the shot off, but not to the extent he wanted. 5:17 left in the second period. Shots 32-11 in favor of Lysander. We thank all 14 of you viewing right now for tuning into this one. Lightning in control here in the second period. Faceoff taking in one. That'll be picked up there. Out to the point. Making a move. Good job there by Lysander to work that one. Shot fired in and that got blocked by a Comet. You could hear that one pretty loudly. Lightning hold this in. Shot comes in. That's intercepted and taken out the other direction by Bell. This will get sent down the ice. Savicki is there. Turns, good move by Savicki. Still on this puck. He makes another move. Savicki's still on this. Now he'll pass this one up to Hawthorne. Hawthorne's had his share of chances today, but just hasn't been able to capitalize on any of them. This comes out the other direction, and no collision there. They make a battle for this one. Battled on the front of the Clinton bench. Heindorf gets knocked down a couple times. This will be played by Wheeler. Wheeler brings it forward, and he'll escape the zone. Wheeler into the neutral zone, fires it up, and into the Clinton zone. But Clinton will send this one right back out where Savicki will play it. This will get sent in here for Wheeler. Plays it around. And now here comes Clinton out the other direction. Into the offensive zone. They make a move. Sent around the back of the net. Picked up by Heindorf. Heindorf sends it across. Chipped up to the point. This comes in. That goes wide. Now an opportunity for Clinton trying to get things here to work. This will get chipped around. Pass up to the point. And it'll get dumped right back in. It's picked off by Poirier. Poirier comes out. Into the offensive zone. He goes. He makes a move. Gets it through the legs of the Clinton defender. Poirier down low. Cuts up. Makes the pass. Save made there by Zysenitz. Tommy Poirier there have a great move on the way in. Just they were unable to finish. It was Rocco Spino who had the shot. Lysander will complete their line change. 2:51 left to go here in the second period. Face-off won by the Lightning. It'll be taken and dumped into the zone by Chavain. Battled for around the side, pass comes up. Fired in at the point, and that goes wide. Spino in a battle for it. Still in the battle for it. This comes out intended there for Pearson, but I couldn't get that one to go through. And here comes Clinton the other direction, into the offensive zone. Chipping at this one. Heffron hits it 4, that gets blocked. Spino trying to get it up. Spino still trying to get it up. Now he'll pass it forward to Heffron. Heffron makes a move, goes up and finds Pearson. Pearson all alone, lost possession of it, then got taken down. Here's Heffron, who also lost possession of it. Now Spino, the only one left on this line here in this sequence who has not lost possession of it. This will be taken up by Clinton the other direction. Into the offensive zone for the Comets. Lysander leads 8-1 here in this second period of action. Dumped in deep, and that is Chavain down low. Chavain cuts across. This gets sent up, and this will be brought into the offense, and this will be sent down the ice here. Not quite brought into the offensive end. Clinton will send it into their offensive zone, though. Battling for the Comets here. Or they get a move through there, and the Buono able to get a stick on it. Now it comes up to the point. It's picked off, and now in pursuit of this is Spino. Spino gets it in, he collides with the defender. Lysander here will make a full sail change. 1 minute left here in the second period of action, and we'll get a penalty here upcoming. It'll be against Lysander. It'll be Farley who heads to the box here, and a pretty easy call there for the official. Not much argument that there can be had with that one. So Clinton will head to the power play. Face-off 1. This comes up to the point. Clinton trying to control this one. Battle on the wall. Comes up. That'll be sent out of the zone. Comets put it back in, but whistle dead for offside. 35 seconds left to go in this period. 1:15 left on the Lysander penalty, which will carry over into the third. Face-off taken and won by Clinton a little too hard. It'll make its way down the ice. In pursuit of this one, Skellett picks it up. Skellett tries to make a move. He's locked up on the wall. Skellett picks up again. Surveys his options. Elects to go to the point, shooting one in. Here's Davini playing it on the wall. A big collision there. And we'll get a penalty here. And we'll see who they're going to take. I believe it's going to be on Lysander here. Or no, it'll be... No, so it'll be Eli Reddick that goes to the box here for trip. And so 4-on-4 for 52 seconds. Face-off 1 there, up to the point. Savicki shoots one, and that gets deflected down the way in. And that will pretty much do it here for the second period of action. Lysander leading 8-1 here as we head into the third. We'll be back here in a moment on KS10 Productions. Do not go anywhere. We welcome you back in here, the KS10 Productions here. We'll have a look at the Clinton roster here before we kick off the third period. head coach Mike Fitzgerald. That ready to get set here for the third period. Lysander looking to close this one out. Look down, Robert Austin now in goal for Lysander. And Brady will come in this time here, Neve Brady in goal. So both teams swap goaltenders here for the third period of action. 4-on-4 is how we'll kick this things off. And underway. Lysander will pick up a brief power play once this one concludes. Sent down low. Flipped around the wall up to the point now where the Bono will send it back in. Battled for around, and it'll be picked up by Clinton. So that's to the point. Chavain makes a hit on this one, but it gets dumped right back in down low. Battling for this on the wall. Pass up to the point there. It's going to make it to Chavain, who will be forced to dump it back in. Bit of a risky play there by Lysander. This comes out of the zone and sent down the ice where it will become an icing against Clinton. 14:22 to go. 1 second left in the 4-on-4. Lysander will have a 40-second power play once this concludes. Nolan Farley will be the one coming out of the box. Face off one. 4-on-4 is now over. Lysander power play begins. They're been completely perfect today on the power play, but with one as short as this, it seems like that won't be the case as Clinton brings this into the offensive zone. Making a move. Shot there. That goes wide. Whittle on the side gets chipped up. Here come the Lightning into the offensive end. Hawthorne drops it over. Hawthorne sends it down low. Centering pass. And that gets knocked off. And that one goes wide. Out of 4. And this will get sent out of the zone. Chavain picks it up. Power play is now concluded for both teams. Here's Poirier. That's given away. Here's Gall back into the offensive zone for Clinton. Comes up, and this will be picked off by the Lightning here as they're able to bring this one forward. Pass up. Hawthorne receives it into the offensive zone. A pass over. Wheeler. And that's a good defensive play there from Clinton. And now the Comets break out. It's a 2-on-1 for the Comets. They move on in. Heinrich was playing a little too closely to the puck carrier there, so the pass was able to be made over, but a good save by Austin. We'll keep this one 8-1. Pass up and then brought forward into the offensive zone. Shooting one there that got blocked. Played around from the side. Let's get sent up, battled for along the wall. Heffron trying to get to this. Chipped up at the point, dumped back in. Wait for the side, comes over to the middle. Save made by Austin, he holds. Robert Austin, a couple saves here early in the third period. 12:37 left to go. Face off one by Heffron. Savicki will just slap this one up and down the ice where it will become yet another icing. 12:28 left here in the third period. Lightning looking to claim their 18th victory of the season. Face off one by Clinton, sent around down low. Battle for along the wall. Comes up, opportunity for the Comets. Shooting one there that got blocked on the way in. There's a Lightning player down. Looks like he kind of just skated. Oh, that shot goes off the crossbar. Oh, man. A couple of Clinton parents saying it was in. From my view, it was certainly not in, I don't believe. Crossbar there. Keeps this one 8-1. Austin getting a little help from his best friend. Into the offensive zone. That long shot there goes wide. They'll take a Clinton favorable bounce. They'll give him possession. Heffron battling for this. They still battle for this, and now this will be sent up the wall. Chipped up and into the offensive zone here. Pearson tried driving that one in, nothing going there. Lysander will take it out, or excuse me, Clinton will take it out the other direction. Pass up is received, and here come the Comets. Good move there, making another move. Looks like it's sent in off the side of the net. DeBono behind her own net passes it up. Gets chipped to the middle. Battled for, it's kind of just hanging around the middle. This will get sent up to the point. And now the Lightning take possession. Trying to come the other way is Pearson, and he loses possession of that one. Nobody there for Lysander to regain it. Spina making a stand right on his own blue line. Heffron swipes at this one. This will go down in the Clinton zone. 10:51 left in the third period. This gets chipped up. Set to the middle, and now here comes Clinton moving into the offensive end. Shooting one there, and that will be played along the side. Sent up and out of the zone. Clinton will send it right back in, but it's offside. It'll come back in front of the Clinton blue line. Face out taking it one by Skellett. Dumped in deep here. 10:25 left to go here in the third period of play. Battled along the side. Lysander trying to make something here. Here's Skellett. Has a couple on the day. This gets set to the middle. Picked off by Farley. Farley makes a move. He's brought down. This will come back up to the point where it'll get deflected. And Clinton will try to push this up. Rodriguez was on that, but Heindorf able to win possession back. Devaney there takes a bit of a dive in an attempt to stay on sides. Pass down to Farley. Farley centers it! Oh, that one's hanging around from the net. Another save by Brady. Rebound came out, and now it'll be played along. Farley picks it up again. He'll try to wrap it. Another try. He scores! It's Nolan Farley after about 5 whacks. Lysander hits this one in. It's 9-1. Farley with the first goal of this game, and now if the score holds with the last one. 9-1 our score. Took them a few tries there to get that one in, but they were able to get it by eventually. A few huge saves there by Brady. Hawthorne got tangled up on the draw. This gets dumped down in. Wheeler and Hawthorne there for Lysander. This gets sent down. Opportunity for the Lightning. They come through from the side. Off the inside of the post and out. Oh, man, Poirier. That would have been a very well-regarded shot with it by his teammates. Had that just taken the bounce he wanted. But post and out. Wheeler gets a stick on this one. Brought 4 into the offensive zone. Here's Hawthorne. Lysander looking for more. Hawthorne makes the pass down. Oh, it was loose in front, but Clinton able to get to that one just in time. And a penalty upcoming here. It'll be Poirier who will make his way to the box for a trip. And so Clinton back to the power play. Been unsuccessful today. Clinton looking to put one by Austin, who's currently pitching a shutout today in his brief time here in goal in the third period. Comes up to the point now. Opportunity for Clinton. Shooting one, but that got blocked somewhere on the way in. Now it'll be played on the side. Nobody really knew where that was for a second. Now they battle for it. Clinton able to win it back to the middle. Oh, that one went through the crease and wide. That was a great feed there. And Mosher's shot just did not go. Up to the point now. And this gets blocked and it goes down the ice. Wheeler in pursuit for Lysander. It's sent up and Clinton will start their attack back into the offensive end. Good move there. Another great move. Shooting one that goes high. Picked up by Savicki behind his own net. He'll bring this forward. Savicki turns, makes a move, passed up. Picks up again. Battling for it, and this will get sent down the ice. Icing is waived, so Clinton will elect to play this from their own end. 7:52 left in this third period of action. That's chipped forward and now brought in by the Comets. This is Jonah Chase on this. Chase sends it to the middle, but the pass was just incomplete. That goes through. Heffron picks it up, and Heffron will send this one out of the zone. Penalty is over. Lysander penalty kill continues to play great. Opportunity for the Lightning and brought down. And the officials there, maybe a bit of a mercy call. As this comes over to Heffron, who had an opportunity to stick that in to the side. Then he tries to wrap it. That one didn't work either. Karsten Heffron there, a few attempts, none of them able to go through. Heffron another try on the rebound, but he couldn't get it. Rocco Spino, the initial shot, that bounced out. And here's Spino again. Spino dishes it, and that's picked off just before Heffron can touch it. Karsten Heffron there. My little brother, he's going to probably not want to talk about that shift after the game. And then they come again. Spino's taken down, and that's not one you can ignore, unfortunately. A little too obvious for the mercy call. So Karsten Heffron will make his way off the ice. We have about 4 shots on goal right in front of the net and 0 goals. I will make sure to annoy him on the ride home about that. So Lysander and their power play goes back to work. It's Charlie Fitzgerald in the box with a slash. And let's see what the Lightning can do here. Spino sets up. Spino walks in for the side. Good move by Spino, but that shot there just took a bad bounce. Comes up to the point, and this will go out of the zone. Lysander have to reset. Here's Jay Skellett. Oh, made a move there. And now he'll blast this one on that save made. That puts Lysander at 40 shots on goal on the day. Comes around. Shooting one, and that did not go through. They battle for it on the side. Comes up. Firing. This comes in. Nothing going there for Lysander. Gets sent through the middle. That comes off again. They move around behind the net. Looking for an option to Skellett. He'll go up to the point to DeBuono. DeBuono back down to Skellett. Gives it up. Shooting one. Deflected by Devaney in front of the net, but it goes wide. Good positioning there by Colin Devaney to get to that one, and that's knocked down by DeBuono at the point. Good holding. Skellett. There comes on over. Savicki Wines fires there. That one does not go. Now it comes out to the middle. Save made there by Brady on a couple of close calls. DeBuono again. That one got blocked before it got to the front. Now back up to the point. DeBuono again. Penalty is over. So Lysander power play officially unsuccessful. Save made there. It's held by Brady. A great power play by Lysander, but nothing to show for it. They lead 9-1 here in the third. New line on here for the Lightning. Face off comes to the middle. They shoot one there. Deflects on that. They score. It's Cole Hawthorne who finally gets one by and then proceeds to wipe out in the celebration. So Lysander leads at 10-1. So Tommy Poirier and Ryan Wheeler the assists on that. The remainder of his line will get credit. So everyone on that line gets a point. Lysander makes it 10-0 here. Passed up. Wheeler trying to get to this. Is brought back the other way by Rettig. And now it's picked up by Poirier, who will just fire this one in deep. Wheeler and Hawthorne in pursuit for the Lightning. This will get sent up in a breakout for Clinton. Rito Mara's pass comes up and into the offensive zone is Gino Rodriguez. Rodriguez comes out, took a weird bounce to the front. Savicki picks it up, and he will carry this one out of the zone. Savicki now tries to chip it up, but that's picked off. Opportunity. Shooting save made by Austin. Heindorf fires that to the point, and that'll be Orteron deflected on that save, Austin. Robert Austin there, a couple good saves to keep this one 10-1. Back to the point now. Good cut over, shot, and that deflects wide. Wheeler sends this one up. I'll dump this one right back in. It's Heindorf, 5 minutes left in the third period. Lysander a 10-1 lead. It's dumped in deep, offside. So 3:35 left to go. Lightning 45 shots on goal. Clinton with 15. Face-off one, Spino sent it around. It's be brought forward by Clinton Braun to the offensive zone. Chavain is there. He will just send this one right back out. 3:20 left in this third period of action. Lysander looking to close things out. It gets deflected along the wall. And it gets airmailed up, intended for Rotundo, but pass was just a little behind him. Rotundo was able to dump that one in deep, however, on the recovery. Comes out the other way. Good job by Pearson to knock that one around. Heffron tries to step to this one, knocks the Clinton player's stick out of his hand. The Comets here will try to run a breakout. This is held at the point by Chavain, but the second try gets there. And now a little bit of an opportunity here for Clinton. They move on in, looking to cut into the lead. And that one is backhanded wide. Spino chips up to the point. Heffron trying to get to that. And now it's brought into the offensive zone here by Brady Pearson. Pearson for an side shoots, he scores. Brady Pearson makes it 11-1. That cuts the wrong camera angle, but I was able to get the end of that goal. And that'll make it 11-1 Lysander. 2:24 left in the third period, and per Q game rules, you can't run the clock. No assists given on that one. Lightning lead this one by 10 here in the third. A good bounce back for Lysander after their struggles recently in Q games. Heindorf hits it out. This gets dumped in deep. Devaney gets down to this one. Comes up the wall, Skellett to the middle, and this one bounces up to the point. Backhanded down deep. Sent up to the point again. Shot there, comes on, and they score! And I believe that's Colin Devaney who deflects that one in. Thank you. And just to confirm, you guys can't run the clock, right? Because it's a Q game. You guys cannot run the clock because it's a Q game, correct?
We just had to agree on that prior.
Okay. So just got some confirmation there from the scores table that coaches have to agree on running the clock prior to the game, which I guess either was not brought up or did not agree upon doing so. So it'll remain stop time here. 1 minute left in the third. But here's Clinton looking to drive in, save Austin. He holds. Caught him up a little high there, but he was able to trap that one down. Good offensive showing today from the Lightning. Face off one, up to the point. That shot is picked off by Hawthorne. Under a minute left now in the third period. Went on the wall. Wheeler there, a bit of a collision. Comes on down low. Opportunity here for Clinton. De Bono gets in the way of that one, and then we'll chip it past the next Comet. Comes up out of the zone, and here come the Lightning. Hawthorne makes a move. Pass over, centered. And that gets knocked off again. Save, rebound, they score. And they'll wave it off because the net was off. So, Cole Hawthorne not happy about that, but really they don't need another goal at this point. They lead this game 12-1. A couple of Clinton parents. So they're saying that they think he was in the crease, and that's why it was waived. Which would make sense, because I thought that would have gone in regardless of the net been off. But we'll see. Here, 10 seconds left in this one. Savicki will send it to mid deflection, and they score. And it's Pearson there, I believe. And now Pearson's actually pointing to Savicki, so I believe this might have hit a Clinton defender. And due to the ref is actually trying to figure out who scored that one too. So yeah, it's Savicki from Karsten Heffron. That's the end of this one. Lysander will take this one. Final score of 13-1. And a much needed bounce back from their last two Q game performances. Well, with that, we will say farewell here around KSM Productions. Lysander takes down Clinton 13-1. We will see you all next time.